Okay, we're going to go over the highlights, a quick video of the first day of Tour of America's Dairyland. This is the Cat 3-4 field, and I had never raced a Cat 3-4 field before. I had only raced Cat 4-5, and this whole series I was doing a Cat 4 series. So this first couple days is a 3-4, and later in the series you're going to see 4-5, or sorry, Cat 4 straight. And today I'm just going to kind of show you some highlights of what was going wrong in this first race. So here you can see I'm already off the back tail gunning. And that was really just a coping mechanism, I think, really, with not being comfortable with cornering with other people around, especially in the 3-4 field. People were fighting for positions into and out of corners a lot more than in the Cat 4-5 field previously. There I dodged a bottle, which was pretty sketch. But what that means is that I need to close down gaps that are unnecessary for me to close down if I was better positioned closer to the front, right? So here you can see I'm closing down positions. The other hard part about this race, besides my own stupidity with tail gunning, was that it was hard to find spots to move up. Here you can see just, yeah, these guys on the right are flying by, but generally speaking, there is very little room to move up on these stretches when it fans out like this in the headwind section like it is right now. And what that really means is you gotta be moving up into corners and out of corners and just taking every single spot you possibly can, versus just, tail gunning the whole race and then moving up, last lap, which is basically what happened in this race. And again, what that means is I gotta close down gaps that I shouldn't necessarily have to close down. Here you can see that's way too dangerous, so I decided to, throw some power down and get back with the group, but that is inefficient, right? So again, sitting and tail gunning here in this race was not the way to play it, but that's just the way this race played out. First race back, first race in the 3-4s. So, this was less than ideal, but this is how Toad goes. And you're going to see throughout the whole series just how this all evolves. And you're going to, no spoiler alert, but yeah, it definitely gets a lot better at all this. And so these first couple days in the 3-4, there's like 5 days, I believe, of the 3-4, and then a Cat 4, straight Cat 4 field for the rest of the days, like 6 days. Very, very different racing from this first race. But you can see all the garbage that I've been doing in this race, and then later you're going to see how that all turns around. So again, you can see here, tail gunning, tail gunning, tail gunning. We're on lap 15. And again, that means you can't really respond to attacks off the front. Or right here, even in the back, where there is a send. Nick here on the right-hand side takes a good flyer. It's 2 more laps to go, lap 17 and lap 18. But what that also means is that you can't respond to, like, breaks. So you can see way up ahead there's a break of, like, 3 or 4 guys, one of which is my teammate on the Adapt team, which is new to me this year. I haven't been on a team before. So good for us. Lou actually won, so that's good. But again, here we are, last lap. And since I've been conserving with tail gunning the whole race, I need to now expend all that saved energy, right? Like, go for it. And you can see here I'm moving up pretty decently. It's in the headwind, and I can stick my head in the wind right now because I had the energy to do so because I've been tail gunning. But we're gonna just let this whole last lap play out, and I think you're gonna see throughout the series that, especially in the 3-4, you can't really just rely on a whole bunch of power in the last lap to get you where you need to be to win the sprint or to win the race, right? In this race, I kind of played it like a Cat 4-5 field where you can just drop some watt bombs in the last lap and then move up positions. And yes, I kind of generally do that okay here. You're going to see on this other stretch now coming up that I do move up considerably compared to being on the back of this group, at the start of this lap. But again, it's still too late, and you're going to see how that evolves throughout this series. So here I am, 700 watts or whatever, blasting it. Kind of eases up a little bit here, but this is the time to really explode and to get to the front of this group, because there's only 2-3 more corners, right? And then there's a really short sprint after that last corner. So I get all the way up to here before it bunches up, and unfortunately this is, just not the position you need to be to win this field sprint here. So thanks again for watching. We're going to let these 3 last corners play out. Again, the rest of this series goes a lot better, and we're going to kind of show you how that plays out. I actually take a pretty decent line here on the inside, keep my speed pretty well. Cullen, I believe his name is, Cullen Dar here in the Torchy Taco. He skirts out a little bit here, but still manages to save himself and then do pretty well in the sprint. So anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you watch the rest of them, and you're going to see a lot better racing after this. So thanks for watching.